Oh.
Sparkle. Gotta shine. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
I'm Steve.
I'm Mark.
And this is Smokey Steve and Mark.
Oh, yes, it is.
Welcome or welcome back.
Yes, very nice to see you.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday indeed.
Best day of the week. Best day of the week.
We have
Nothing beats Tuesday.
decided, we have proclamated. Is that a right word?
Proclaimed.
What's proclamated mean?
It's probably a word, but doesn't get used a lot.
Does proclamated mean to proclaim?
I don't know.
Or had been proclaimed?
Must have been slept through that in college. I don't remember.
Whatever. Tuesday is the best day.
Absolutely.
Yes.
100%.
And this is Tuesday Chit Chat. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got a lot of comments saying, oh, they like when we just sit and talk.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think people liked. You know, like,
yeah, I was like, who's going to sit
I
and
didn't
listen to us?
So we thought we'd
chat.
keep it kind of like a regular thing.
And Tuesday tended to be the day it happened.
It always happened
and
on
it was fell on a
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
yeah.
I mean, it comes sometimes maybe a Friday, but
Yeah, sometimes we have
every
Friday
so
chit-chat.
often. But and then we did that wedding chit chat.
Yeah.
Well, that turned into a wedding
It turned
chit chat.
into
We
one,
weren't
yeah.
initially going to talk about wedding stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that I think about it, we haven't talked about wedding stuff in a while.
Well,
but
we don't have a date. Like, we there's not even an inkling of a date because we got to see what's happening with the pandemic.
I was in a Zoom for work, and there was like 4 heads. It was like the Brady Bunch. You know how Zooms are. And they're like, it was a horrible meeting. It ended on a terrible note. And my supervisor was like, does anyone have any good news? And then she's like, Steve, you have good news. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got engaged. And they're like, oh, that's great. You know, and they're like, when's the date? I'm like, are you fucking serious? When is the date?
Yeah.
Unless we build a big hermetically sealed bubble.
Right.
I can't,
right.
and you're all tested first, and then you all quarantine if you've traveled. We're going to wait maybe.
I know.
Saw the news today. It looks, there's some promising plans.
There are some,
We'll see what the plans
I mean, that's
pan
what we
out to.
lacked. I mean, we needed a distribution plan. We needed like an executive kind of, COVID, plan for everything, you know. And it seems like we have it now, so it's promising.
It's
anyway.
promising. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see
see.
what happens. I mean, it's still going to linger on so long. I mean,
know.
it is. But, I mean, you're talking about millions and millions and millions of people. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a while. But, like, I mean, I don't even think it's going to be this year.
I don't think so either.
Because we really do want to have just like a free, open wedding. No one has to wear masks,
No
you know.
masks, no distancing,
but
none of that stuff.
I don't know when we'll reach that point. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, my timing was great, wasn't it? It's like, let's get married in a little while.
Maybe a long while.
Maybe a long while. Well,
No,
this way
it was a
you
nice ending to an otherwise, overall bleak year. You know what I mean? Like,
It
we
was.
tried to stay positive, and we kept doing things and pushing positivity, and and I think that I think I was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I stayed positive through it as best as I could, but we have different situations here. I'm able to leave all the time, to go to work. I'm literally have a change of scenery, and there's so many people who can't or don't, you know. So, I mean, that in itself is like us. It might have made the year a little rough,
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, anyway, the point is that,
if we were both working from home, it'd be interesting.
Like, if we were
It was
both-
a year's worth.
literally quarantined, like, can't leave the house.
Can't
period.
leave. Drop us off food, like that
I think
kind of thing.
things, would be different.
I think we'd
because
be knee deep in my blood.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe my blood. You never know.
Yeah.
But I find it quite unimaginable. Like, maybe somebody with a large family.
Oh God,
You
or
know-
intergenerational, where grandma has to be kept away from
Where
everybody.
and everybody in one household that has to stay, and I think that would be a challenge. As much as you love your family and love your friends and love everybody, everybody does need their own space, you know, and alone time and things like that, and it can get a little hairy,
Yeah, if you have children, good luck. I mean, there's,
yeah.
it comes with the territory that you might not have your own time and space.
Yeah.
But one of the things I liked, good God, a silver lining, maybe, of personal growth, I was out of the hospital this time. It was this time last year I was in the
You
hospital.
were. It was around Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It was on Valentine's Day, actually.
Happy Valentine's
I know,
Day.
yeah.
Can you drive me to the hospital? I'm covered in blood.
Yeah.
But one of the things that happened was it was right after that, within 3 weeks, lockdown. And I started working from home, which I thought was unimaginable. I thought we would just be laid off, honestly.
Yeah.
And the fact that a year later we still are means I have a good employer.
You do.
And people watching over me from above somewhere. Probably my great aunt Loie's rosaries are still working.
Yeah.
Something like that. But because
And of course, you never give yourself credit that you're a good worker, too.
I do what I can.
I mean, you know.
I don't know. I don't have the same
You have to get some of that credit.
I don't have the same sense of accomplishment at the end of the day that I do at the office. Because at the office, you shut everything down, you shut the light off, you throw your bag on, and you leave all that shit at work.
Yeah, very true.
Here, I have to leave it on the couch.
Yeah.
And sit in the chair.
Yeah.
But
it is different. You're right, it is.
But over the year, I was thinking more about, like, priorities, especially after coming off of a mental health crisis. It was a crisis. I ended up in the hospital.
Yeah, it was a crisis.
And then it was dealing with prioritizing some work responsibilities that were driving me nuts. So it started with that, and then it was like, well, what do I want out of work? Well, what do I want out of YouTube? Because this is the big hobby, pretty much. This is the big hobby.
Well, work and our channel takes the majority of our time.
That's the majority of the time.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm glad you're involved in the channel, because otherwise there'd be no time for you.
Right.
Right. There'd be no time for you.
That's true.
So that's...
I mean, this is the first I've talked to you today.
I know.
Right?
I know. It is. Well, then priorities spilled into what's important, the relationship, hence marriage.
Yeah.
Because that's a priority, so it needs attention to.
Mm-hmm.
And then, these other things kind of came up. So it's been good in that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it took the cat a year to warm up to me. A year of being locked in the house with a cat for him to sit in my lap.
Yeah. And now he has a cat now.
But you know what's cool? We both have a cat.
Yeah.
He didn't leap from him to me.
You're right.
He will walk by you first, and if you ignore him, then he'll sit with me.
Yeah.
So there's still a caste system of who's, but
No, you can have him. I'm glad,
he doesn't like to move.
He's been on my lap for 6 years.
Yeah, he'll squish himself over and sometimes wiggle his butt in, just so he can get close.
Yeah, he has been very affectionate lately, as you probably have seen if you've been watching for a while. He's made more appearances in the last couple weeks than he's had in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, he does sit with you all the time. It's nice, and he follows him all around the house. He doesn't follow me. Now I get up and leave, walk. He doesn't follow me.
If you go to the kitchen and start clacking bowls,
he'll do that.
or you open a can of anything.
Doesn't matter who does it.
Doesn't matter who does it. Doesn't matter if it's a can of beans.
He'll come flying from wherever he's at.
He could be in a coma, and he'll roll. Cats can sleep like anywhere.
Yeah.
Upside down, curled up like a shrimp. He'll fly over
Yeah.
to get it. In that way, he is a cat. He does love those little tuna treats that we got from Ortega? James?
Oh, James and Ortega.
James and Ortega.
That's
Those
right.
little ones.
Those little,
they're good to get him, like, off the bed.
you have to tempt him.
If I have to make the bed, I'm like, Bandit, because he'll hiss, and I don't want to build bad rapport, because I like him sitting with me. And I'd rather, lure him than scream. So, tuna,
Yeah, they're like tiny little at first I thought those were so stupid. Like the packaging, and it's like this foil sealed, envelope. It looks like a condom. It's like that size.
Yeah.
And then, you rip it open and it's foil lined on the inside, and there's about a quarter of an ounce of
and there's no liquid.
flaked tuna.
It's flaked dry. So
Yeah.
I squeeze it out of there, and then I rip it up real fine so he doesn't choke.
Yeah.
And then he loves it.
But they love it. Oscar does too. So I guess they know what they're doing over there at Fancy Feast.
I guess it's the event of the treat that's important for Bandit. It doesn't matter how much it is. Like after he gets his medicine, I usually just give him a spoonful of his dinner. But for him, that's a big deal. He doesn't know he's getting the same amount split in two.
Yeah.
But he's like, happy.
Yeah.
And the medicine, it's so hard to give him the medicine emotionally. It's not difficult.
Emotionally, it is.
It's
I
not
dread
difficult.
It. I do.
You're good at holding him,
but
and then I have to administer it.
Yeah. And his medicine is in liquid form, and it's like it looks like a syringe with just like an open, no needle, but it's an open, and you draw it up, and then you shoot it in his mouth. But he's not he's squeaming, he's like,
He
but
moves it when his head's open. It moves this way.
so
and
I
that
get
way.
him like this, and I'm like, it's gonna be real quick, right? Be good. And then I get him, and I try to give a little pressure right here, and so it probably takes longer than it should.
Yeah,
because we baby him so
I
much.
know, because we're trying to talk him down before we
It's
start,
okay.
like a kid with a shot.
You're gonna get a treat
It'll be
afterwards,
okay.
and you're
Okay,
such a good
open
boy.
up.
Open up now, real quick.
But the actual process of getting him to open up and giving him the medicine is probably between 5 and 7 seconds. It's very quick.
Yeah, it is.
But,
And then he's good with it now.
Yeah.
But you still feel bad,
and he forgets within a minute.
Oh yeah.
Like, he totally forgets. He doesn't hold
He's
a
mad
grudge.
for a second, and then
No.
it's done and over with.
Of course, now he's using the box. Maybe he is pissed and he doesn't
he
say
in the
anything.
box?
Yeah, he's in the box.
Oh, I hear him. He's
Can't you hear it? It's under the kitchen table.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Why don't we have dinner too and let the cats come up?
Why don't you
afterwards?
butcher a HelloFresh box and then we can have the cats walk all over the table?
Yeah, that sounds
Why
wonderful.
not? Who's up for C. diff and bad odors? Me. I'm the guy. Toxoplasmosis too. What the hell?
No, we have a nice box. He has Steve's dad made him a
My dad made a
really
big box
cabinet,
for the
like-
box.
Yeah.
So
And it has a door on it with a little hole in it, and it's really nice.
Yeah,
It's been really, actually, quite a nice thing.
it's solid. He made it out of wood, painted it,
Yeah.
so when you put the box inside with the hole, the door shuts and he can jump in.
Yeah.
And then there's storage shelves on it, and then we have your Hanging Gardens of Babylon in there.
Yeah.
Is set up on top of that in the bathroom. So it was a nice little handy thing to have.
Yeah, it was. But I don't know how we got off the point, I guess, about the wedding was, we have no date, and we don't know when it is. We just know that we really would like to be after all of this pandemic is behind us.
Yeah, after it's
Come
gone
on.
the way of the horse and buggy,
Hi.
because I don't.
Speaking of.
Because I've been planning my wedding since I was, I don't know, since I came out.
Yes.
So, and I've had 1,000 things that need to happen for it to be good, and if they don't happen,
Say hello. He says
it will be
hello.
ruined forever. What it means is I have to have a second wedding if the first one doesn't go well.
Oh, well, that's true.
We might be renewing our vows 6 months after the first one because, it didn't go exactly right. I wasn't thrilled with the DJ. Let's do it again. Bandit, get off the table. Hey!
He's looking over there.
That's my get off the table yell.
He was looking there this morning. What's over there?
I don't know.
There's nothing over. There's no plant.
There's
no
nothing.
nip. You should see him. He's like
He's sniffing all over.
he's like
there's
looking
something
like
to be seen.
there's something there.
Now he got down.
All right.
I don't know. And
He's
it's
going
going
up in the window. Anyway.
So,
I don't know. Hey guys, starting next month, we're bringing back our viewer shout outs. Oh yeah, and of course it comes complete with confetti.
and of course, it comes with a giveaway as well. Everyone who receives a shout out will be entered into winning our giveaway. A $15 Amazon gift card.
Oh, yeah, and that happens every month. But we need you to send us your name and where you're from, and we thought we'd switch it up just a little bit. Please include one interesting fact about yourself.
I love infomercials.
I like to cook.
I have a cat.
I am a Sherlock Holmes fanatic.
There's nothing interesting about me.
Well, you get the picture. So, send us your information using the comments below.
Or email us at SmokeySteveAndMarc@yahoo.com.
Oh, yes, we can't wait to give you a shout out right here on our channel. and he's back
He's
up.
back on the table.
What is he looking at?
Hey!
What is there?
There was a plant there, wasn't there?
Yesterday,
Well, he's got very little to do.
there's
He
nothing.
has time to smell
there
the
is
whole
nothing
house.
on that table. It's like there's something there that he.
Maybe
All
there's
right, he's done.
maybe there's a ghost sitting there that we can't see and
Maybe.
the cat can see.
Could be.
The animals can see things we can't. Whenever I see Bandit looking over my shoulder, I almost crap because he'll be looking this way, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, he'll look and look.
and then look back at me like, don't you see
do
it?
You see that?
I'm like,
They are sensitive to
I never had the
those
impression.
things.
Never had the impression that anywhere I lived was haunted.
No, not here. And I would
No.
imagine this apartment probably had a few
Deaths.
in it, I would think.
Just
It's
across-
an older apartment. It's in the city.
Yeah.
It's
In a transitional neighborhood.
so to speak. We're in a nice little section here. Like
We're in a
our
little cut
like,
because they own,
own.
and then on the corner it's actually a little commercial. There's an Indian, there's an Indian grocer, and then like a prepared food takeout place right across the street from it.
Mhm.
So there's, families here and there. There's a group home, not a group home. I don't know what it is, rooms for rent or something down the street. It's a rough.
There's trouble
They've
there. a
seen
lot.
life. They've seen some life.
Yes.
And then
they
there's
have.
a notorious bar down the street too. Like notorious.
The Melba Bar. Check it out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's not. It's pretty. It's a shady bar. It's about
It
2
is.
blocks down. But
the cops are there all the time.
They are. They're there a lot.
All
Now
the
that's on
time.
the main road. We're off just a little bit.
We're off the main road, and there's a little like bodega type thing across the street. So constant, like 11 o'clock in the morning, drunk people come in
Yeah.
to get like
I haven't been there in a while.
a sandwich that's like $1, and then a can of soda,
Yeah.
so they don't waste all their money on food.
That's what I miss about living like in the big city, like a bigger city.
Yeah,
The little bodegas everywhere. We have like that one, but they're not the same. I mean, there's not fresh produce there. I mean,
yeah,
you have to go to a grocery store. But like when I was in Philly or even New York, I mean, New York more so, they were everywhere,
Yeah.
and you could get anything you needed at any time of the day or night, in
Yeah.
and out. I like those.
I forgot you lived in New York for a while.
I did.
You were younger,
Philly,
right?
New York. Yes, I was younger.
Like younger, like teens, right?
No.
Early 20s.
No, well, I had went to New York for a little bit as a teenager, and that was only for about 3 months. Then a little bit later, I lived there when I did my internship,
Mhm.
and that time I was there for a year.
Yeah.
But I had friends there that I would visit a lot, but actually length of stay, that would be that one time there.
Yeah.
And it was nice. I lived on East 80th Street on the 3rd floor,
Walk
which was actually 4 flights because of the way that it was. And it was tiny. It was like a closet. $1,200 a month back in the 90s, and it was so little.
I know.
And it was one of those buildings that was like a square donut with the hole in the middle, so your window opened up to another window here, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no fresh air,
No.
at all. Like, I mean, it was a big. But anyway, I don't
Yeah.
know. But I do like city living.
I do. I
do.
it has its benefits. I have to say, I'd rather live. This isn't. I don't know. I like things to be convenient.
I do. Too.
I like to be close to larger groups of people.
Mhm.
I grew up in a small town, so I'm not country folk. Like I don't know about all-terrain vehicles and cows
Mhm.
and building bonfires and honey and all that, making your own. But I wasn't a city person, so I didn't know subways, buses, negotiating difficult situations in an urban space.
Yeah.
I didn't know all that stuff either. So when it was easier for me when I moved to Philadelphia for college and then after to assimilate to that.
Mhm.
That came easy. I don't know that I could be a cowboy so easily. So I do miss it.
Mhm.
I do miss it. Just the
I do
convenience.
too. And we live. I guess you would consider.
Technically,
is
it's a
Scranton
city.
considered a large city?
It's modest.
I mean,
in
it's
Pennsylvania,
not.
it's like the 6th
The
largest.
6th largest.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's like Philly, Pittsburgh, Allentown, what's
The
the
Erie is
Lancaster,
up there.
Erie is up there, and then Scranton is
Yeah.
up there as well.
But I mean, but it's small. It is small. I mean, but it's nice, I guess.
It's not our last stop.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
We've been discussing moving,
Yeah, we have.
but to where?
To where?
To where?
I tell you, one of the things I just love since we've done the channel is getting to know people and where everybody is from. It is so cool.
I mapped a road trip to the Midwest the other day where there was 3 people I can see couple creators and a couple fans. Fans, for Christ's sake. Smack
Fans,
me.
all those fans.
Subscribers and viewers.
Subscribers, viewers, friends.
Friends. And they all live within probably 45 minutes of each other.
Oh, yeah.
In and around.
Yeah.
Through Indiana into suburban Chicago and through a loop of the burbs. I think there was like 4 people I could see all at once.
Yeah.
Of course, we have to drive there. They don't live here within 45 minutes.
Well, I really would love to do just a cross-country road trip and, like, we could see someone in every little stop who, you know.
We could be the next Elvis Travels. We can just live on super chats and drive across the country.
The aspirations.
Well, screw super chats. We're going to have to live off PayPal because we can't lose that 30%.
We'll live off of PayPal and love.
And cupcakes.
And cupcakes.
We'll get one of those power air fryer ovens and hook it up to the cigarette
sell
lighter in the
cupcakes
car.
out of the back.
And we'll sell cupcakes out of the back. Cake mix is $1 a box at Dollar Tree. You can sell a cupcake for $2.
Yeah, you could.
How fast can you flip a box of cake mix then? What can you make out of that? 16 cupcakes at $2 a piece? You can make $31 profit.
You could.
Minus the eggs.
Yes.
And your time and effort. We got it made. That's a business plan, isn't it?
Sounds like a business plan to me.
I don't know where we'll go to the bathroom, but we'll figure that out later.
We can figure that out. They have porta potties, and you could kind of.
If it all goes according to plan, in 5 years we could get a camper.
No, my dream, actually, my retirement dream is to get, like a Winnebago or an RV of some sort, and just, see the country, travel and see everything. I just, I want to, see as much as I can before I die, I mean, like, look, I'm like past middle age here now.
Well, that's where the kind of aging pressure comes in.
It does.
Too. And then also considering health conditions. Like, am I going to be too crazy to enjoy,
right.
the Alamo?
I think of my physical.
Are you going to be physical? Are you going to be well enough to walk?
Exactly. You start thinking.
Like, what if we go to Machu Picchu? Are you going to be able to walk the stairs?
Right.
Right.
You do. You start thinking those things.
I know. But when you're young, you think you have all the time in the world.
I know.
And we're still relatively young, actually. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of people in their 40s with disabilities who, travel.
Oh, yeah.
It's
absolutely.
Probably just a matter of planning.
Yeah, planning and, procrastination is another big one. Why didn't you do that? I don't know. I don't know.
For people who like to travel, they make saving for travel their priority. Like, they don't save.
Right.
They set aside money because it's not super expensive to travel if you save the money for it. Like, how much is a flight to here and there and then a couple nights in a hotel? Right. It's not. Yeah. If you save for it, it's not bad. If you were crafty, you could take your stimulus check and go stimulate the damn economy and take yourself somewhere for a 3-day weekend.
Sure.
Well,
I know. It just seems like we're split now. I mean, we're saving for a wedding, and we're saving for maybe a move. Yeah.
And, so we have to split our resources.
So I don't know where travel will come in there. So we'll probably stick with the
travel right now is probably not as responsible.
And it's not even possible right now. Anyway.
And some of the travel restrictions are getting tightened with the new administration. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how they go. I mean, right now, I think we can leave Pennsylvania.
We can.
I don't know. Everything's been so state by state up till now that, like, some rules applied here, but not there, but not there. Yeah. So I think some of them are going to be, like, across the board. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
But they can't keep us from getting married.
Yeah.
They can't.
No, they can't.
I won't let them.
Yes.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Gives us something to look forward to, too.
It is, and it's fun to play wedding.
Yeah, play wedding, play travel, play. It's so fun.
Playing wedding is like, okay, here's the song that we dance to, and here's the song Mom and I dance to, and here's the song you and Mom dance to, because you need someone to dance with too.
Yes, I do.
And I don't know if Dad would go for it.
Probably not.
Probably not. What we'll do is hand Mom off to Dad.
Yeah.
And then we'll, something like that.
Yeah, we'll work it all out, I'm sure.
And then there's, I don't know about ushers and bridesmaids and all that stuff.
Who to invite, but anyway.
It's a lot.
I do know that we're going to do the favors. Did you see Mondays with Mark?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I did.
Did you guys see favors? Oh, if you didn't, you got to check it out.
It went up a little late last night. Go check it out today.
We made seed paper, homemade seed paper yesterday. And because of Valentine's Day, we made them in the shape of hearts.
So you can plan it.
And then, we made Valentines and stuff like that. And I thought, and I found a picture of making these as, like, wedding favors for all the guests.
Yeah.
you know, like love grows or like watch our love grow, you know, tied in somehow like that.
Yeah.
I thought that would be so cool. So you know, I'm sure I have enough time if I
Yeah.
start now.
We'll still be scrambling at the end.
And make them all. I think that would be a nice homemade, handmade thing to take as a favor, you know?
I think so too.
It would be pretty cool. But yeah, check it out. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was something I always wanted to learn how to do.
Yeah.
I always thought that it was like so complicated and so hard to do, and it's not. It's really not. And it's real fun too. So
good stuff.
So we got the favors down.
That's done.
Done.
We picked the colors. Do we want to say anything yet?
The colors?
Yeah.
Well, sure.
We picked them in the car.
They're in on it from the beginning.
Okay, now don't look so surprised. The colors are black and white.
With an accent color, though.
With an accent.
We're
Now, there's
gonna
not
have an accent.
There's not 3 colors.
Right.
There are 2 colors
It'd be black and
and
white.
periodic accents.
Like red or cobalt blue.
Because we're going to need to find
gray
granimals for me to
or-
wear to this thing. Because you know me. Black and white is all I can match.
Right.
So.
No, I love the idea of a black and white wedding. It can look very formal. You can do a lot with it.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
could be formal, it could be fun.
Yeah.
You can wear casual clothing or you could dress up.
Mhm.
And black and white always looks sharp,
Yeah.
I think, you know. So,
What are all your favorite wedding themes? Like, do you like a themed wedding? Do you like a country wedding, a destination, a barn wedding? I'm anxious to see what everyone has to think, like their favorite kind of like
a lot of folks
wedding ideas.
A lot of folks I know got married at home.
Mhm.
I come from a long
I
line
knew
of
one
Catholic
couple that got
folks, so
married
the
at
wedding
home.
would always be in a church,
Mhm.
and then the after party has been a couple different places.
Yeah.
Somebody's house, somebody's farm.
Working at the
banquet hall.
restaurant, we did a lot of receptions at the restaurant, and we did a lot of where they got married there
Mhm.
in one room, and then they got married and had the reception at the restaurant.
My grandfather had his wedding in the church, and then the whole reception was at the restaurant
Where I
he
worked at, yeah.
I was an altar boy at my grandfather's wedding.
Yeah.
He got married again at 70 because he was the freaking man.
Like a church wedding, I'm curious
Yeah.
of what everyone thinks of what their ideas. I love the idea of a destination wedding, but it's kind of hard. Like, I mean, then everyone has to
Everyone has to get there.
travel there, you know, and put out all this money to go. But I mean,
I don't have traveled wedding friends.
I don't
Or
really
colleagues.
have-
You know, I don't have a circle of friends that, I mean, I have a couple friends maybe, but I don't have a circle of friends that would all go to like Puerto Rico
right
for us to get
right.
married.
I don't either. I mean, I don't even really have friends.
I mean, we'd have to save for a while to go to Puerto Rico for a wedding.
Yeah, we would.
So
No, I don't know. Well, again, it's too early, but it's not too early for ideas.
no, it's not. If we
No.
hit the lottery before then,
Heck.
3,500 invitations. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Well, there's probably some bots. We'll say 3,000.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
say 3,000.
Or
We'll figure it out. We'll get you the details.
and then like the themed weddings, like Christmas, Halloween, or you could do like just a theme. I went to a wedding once where their theme was Broadway. They were both. One was an actor and one was a singer.
Mm-hmm.
And she was more of a dancer but a singer, and he was an actor. So they did a Broadway themed wedding. It was so cool. They had like stage lights set up, you know, and it was all like top hats and canes and music notes and stuff. It was really cool. It was a nice wedding, and then they did a little song together.
Oh, that's cute.
You know, for everyone. Like, it was nice.
Well, maybe we could
But that was the only really themed wedding I went to.
Maybe we'll do a little song dance or something.
Yeah, we could.
Dance it. Can you dance?
I can dance. I don't know if I still can dance.
Well, we'll find out.
It's been a while.
Well, if it puts you in traction, but you know.
Yeah.
Well
yeah.
done. At least it'll be good for the good of the channel too.
It would be.
Because we'll have to film some of it.
Oh gosh, yeah.
If not stream it. My brother-in-law's a good guy. I can get to stream it.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Well, that's all she wrote, folks.
Yeah.
I
Just
gotta
a little chit chat.
I gotta get to with some other business.
Okay.
Thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
And listening to our wedding plans. This wasn't going to be about wedding
I
plans.
know,
And the
and
last
then it
15
like kind
minutes
of
were about
morphed
wedding
into
plans.
it. I know.
Thank y'all for watching. Please do subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell on your way out too, so you get all the alerts when we go live and when we have a new video coming out. You can follow Mark and I on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc, or on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc, or on Twitter, cat's ear. You can follow us at SmokeySteveA. Our email address and our P.O. box, everything's listed below. Thank you for watching, and we will catch up with you tomorrow for Hump Day.
Yes, we will. Hump Day. Yeah, it was great spending time with you. I hope we didn't talk your ear off too much, okay? Remember, please stay safe, stay well, but above all else, stay positive, everybody, all right? We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Ciao.